Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the evidence you're about to give in the hearing of this cause will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Please have a seat.
Give us your name, please, sir.
Joe Cox.
You're retired from the Knoxville Police Department, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And when were you employed with the police department?
1973 through 2 years ago.
What were your duties with the police department?
I originally was in patrol, and then I was in forensics and specifically criminalistics, and then I ran the photo lab.
And for how many years were you in criminalistics and the photo lab?
Around 25.
What were your duties as in the criminalistics unit?
And criminalistics would be dispatched to a crime scene, and I would make sure that, first of all, make sure the victim was safe and okay. But most of the time it was just a break-in or something like that. And I would try to collect evidence to determine who committed the crime. Most of that was fingerprint work. And a lot of times I photographed the evidence at the crime scene, and I would collect the evidence at the crime scene, and the investigators and I would discuss the evidence we had, and when necessary, we would send it to TBI, ATF, or FBI crime lab for further analysis.
So in crime scene analysis involved photographing?
Yes, sir.
Videotaping where
Yes,
appropriate?
sir. Yes, sir.
And collection of evidence?
Yes, sir.
And sealing evidence, preserving evidence?
Yes.
And processing some of that evidence where necessary?
When we would pick up evidence, what I would do, I would first photograph it, and I always handled it with gloves. And I would collect the evidence and put it in a container and seal the container so it would be protected from any contamination or anyone else handling it.
Okay.
And anytime someone opened that container, they would have to sign and reseal it, so we would have a record of who all has handled the evidence.
And you would take charge of that evidence?
Yes, sir, and then turn it into the property unit, and they would maintain it and keep it until it was needed again.
Back in January 2007, specifically January 9th, 2007, were you called to 2316 Chipman Street here in Knox County?
Yes, sir.
And were you the only crime scene analyst responding at that time?
I was the first crime scene technician there, and I realized I would need help, and I had more technicians called in.
Walk us through what you would normally do when you respond to a scene such as this, and what you did in this case.
I would, first of all, walk through the scene. You know, at that time, no medical aid was needed. I'd walk through the scene and try to determine what happened, how it happened, and just see what evidence there was to scene that would help us understand what happened and who had done what had been done, and collect the evidence, preserve it. Before I collected it, I'd videotape the crime scene, and I'd photograph the crime scene. That would maintain a record of how the crime scene appeared before we started handling the evidence.
So in this case, you videotaped first, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And then took still photographs
Yes, sir.
of items in the house?
Yes, sir.
The sequence of events?
Yes.
And were other people inside the house when you were doing this?
Yes.
Okay. Now, you took a whole bunch of photographs, is that right?
Yes, quite a few.
And we mounted them to the board. And I just want you to kind of look at the board quickly. We'll go through individually, but looking at all these photographs on this board, do you recognize these as being photographs you took?
Yes, sir, they are.
Okay, that board. And what about this board?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Similarly, this board, you recognize those photographs, all of them?
Yes, sir.
And this board.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me Before I forget it, I'll move those photographs into evidence. It'll be exhibit numbers 37 through 52, 54, 56 and 57, 59, 53, 62 through 68, 70 through 78, 81 through 102, 109, 111 through 115, 117 through 128, 103 through 108, 130 through 161, and then 164 through 192.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
Let them be received into evidence.
Now, we'll go through these photographs, and if you can tell us generally what we're looking at as we go through them.
Yes, sir. Okay, that is.
Or the monitor there next to you, that helps you with that.
Much better. That is the front of the house, 2316 Chipman Street. And that is Dr. Muisnick, her investigator Lance Curtis, Sheriff Hutchison, the other investigator Larry Vineyard, and Lieutenant Snodderly.
Is that the first picture you would have taken then?
Yes,
Right on the
sir. Yes,
scene?
sir.
Exhibit 38.
And if you remember just that first picture, there was a glassed-in porch. The glassed-in porch, and, okay, the next picture. We're standing in the glassed-in porch, and that's the front door to the living room.
Exhibit 39.
And as you walk in the front of the glassed-in porch to your right are a set of shelves. And we're standing looking straight at, oh, go ahead.
Okay.
We're looking straight at the shelves.
Exhibit 40.
Yes, sir.
Anything that you know initially on those shelves that were
Well,
received?
there are some liquor bottles, the gas can, and more liquor bottles, and right there are some 22 long rifle cartridge cases.
Exhibit
That is a
41.
close-up of the 5 22 long rifle cartridge cases.
Exhibit 42.
And this is the front door inside the glassed-in porch, and that's going into the living room.
I'm standing on that front porch at this time.
Yes, sir.
Exhibit 43.
I'm still on the front porch. That is the living room. That's the kitchen and the utility room in the back.
Exhibit 44.
This is more inside the living room. You can see the entertainment cabinet, and there's the kitchen, and there are a couple of blankets and back in the utility room.
I understand you're taking pictures basically as you make a step or two.
Yes, sir. I'm walking in and trying to give a walkthrough of the scene with my still photographs.
Exhibit 45.
And we are in the living room. You can see the kitchen there, and that is the front or north side bedroom.
Exhibit 46.
That's that same door, the north side bedroom, a stack of clothes, a small table, boxed-in fireplace, and the entertainment center where the TV is still on.
Exhibit 48.
That is the table we saw that was right beside the door.
Exhibit 49.
That's the same table we just looked at. It has a pair of blue jeans, a black ski cap, a bottle of motor oil, a scarf, a Sony CyberShot digital camera, 2 Wendy's cups, and a can in a paper bag.
Exhibit 50.
There's the table we just looked at, and there's the entertainment center and a DVD player in the floor.
Exhibit 51.
We're in the living room looking back through the door that we just came in. That goes to the glass porch.
Exhibit 52.
That's a Mickey Mouse comforter and a brown and tan blanket.
Exhibit 54.
We're looking into the front or north side bedroom from the living room.
Exhibit 56.
That is the plastic container between the wall and the bed we just looked at. You couldn't see it from standing in the living room.
Exhibit Exhibit 57.
Investigator Ryan Flores holding a iPod that says, "Shannon Christian, love you, Mom and Dad." It's engraved on the back of it.
Where was that?
That was in the plastic container we saw in the slide earlier,
Are you able to see it?
just barely right there. You can see the charging cord going to it.
Exhibit 59.
And that's the door we just walked in, and those are some shelves just to the right of the door.
Exhibit 53.
And that's one end of the shelves. There's a pistol magazine, a cup, and an ice tray.
Are any bullets in that magazine you recall?
Yes, there were some rounds in the magazine, but they've been inserted in the magazine backwards.
Okay.
It could not be used in a pistol.
Exhibit 62.
Those were filters. They're beside the ice tray that was on the top shelf.
Exhibit 63.
There are the filters we just saw, and that's a digital scale on the end of the shelf. That's a close-up of a digital scale.
Is there anything on that digital scale?
It's a white powder. I'm not sure what it was.
65.
That's just looking at the other end of the shelves, the second shelf down, at the tortoise shell container. And it has two 22 long rifle rounds in it and an ice tray. There's your tortoise shell and your two 22 long rifle rounds in it.
68.
And that's the third shelf down. It's two toboggans and some other items. And the other items were the Marcus Davidson Social Security card and his identification only Tennessee card.
71.
And those are two items again, two shoe boxes and a white pair of shoes.
72.
And those are your shoes again, and those are the two shoe boxes that were opened. That's just a close-up of one of the shoe boxes.
With papers in it or something?
You have papers, and that is a card that's given to people when they make a crime report. It has the crime report number on it, so it's a good reference for the person when they need to purchase a copy of the report.
74.
That's a empty box of 22 long rifle rounds.
75.
That's a Hoover upright vacuum cleaner, and that's a gun case, and that is my presumptive blood evidence kit. That doesn't belong there, but it's there.
76.
That is looking at the closet in the north bedroom. And that's just looking straight into the closet. Same closet we looked at, and you can see the shelves that we were looking at a minute ago on the right. Let's look a closer look into the closet, and that's a Universal Hialeah Florida 30 M1 rifle leaning up in the corner of the closet. That's
A1.
the floor of the closet, and there's a cell phone laying there.
A2.
Those are two 22 long rifle rounds. They're laying at the end of the bed in the north bedroom.
83.
And we're in the north bedroom looking back. There is the bathroom, and behind that, the south bedroom.
84.
That's the ladder back chair inside the bathroom.
85.
That's the shelf and the mirror and the sink in the bathroom. And we're looking closer at the shelf in the bathroom. And you can see the Manchurian Candidate DVD is laying on the shelf.
87.
And the DVD is being held up so we can see what it is. And there's a tag on the back of it. It's from the Marion County Public Library 201 East Main Street in Lebanon, Kentucky. That's the zip code and the phone number.
That's 88, exhibit 89.
That's the floor in the bathroom under the sink.
90.
That's the toilet in the bathroom. That's the cabinet above the bathroom, above the toilet in the bathroom.
92.
The cabinet has been opened so we can see the contents.
93.
We're looking through the bathroom door into the south bedroom. That is the southwest corner of the bedroom.
Is this the back side of the house?
Yes, sir, that's the back side of the house.
95.
And that's the southeast corner of the bedroom.
96.
And that's another view of the southeast corner of the bedroom. That's the northeast corner of the south bedroom, and there is another closet there. That's just looking inside the closet we just saw.
That's 98, 99.
And when they entered the house to search it, we had to make sure the house was clear. We removed that panel, the attic access panel, to gain access to the attic to make sure no one was up there. And that's a prescription bottle for Stacy Lawson.
101.
It's a garbage bag in the south bedroom floor.
102.
That's an inflatable mattress in the south bedroom. That's looking into the kitchen from the south bedroom. That's the refrigerator, and there's a gas can on the floor beside the refrigerator.
Back up. That show the gas can.
Yeah. There's a gas can. You're in the south bedroom looking into the kitchen, the refrigerator and the gas can right beside it.
111.
There's a close-up of the gas can.
112.
That is the front of the refrigerator. You can look and see the top of it.
113.
Now, on top of the refrigerator, there's another 22 long rifle cartridge case and a cell phone. And that's a closer view of the 22 long rifle cartridge case and the cell phone. And those are other items on top of the refrigerator.
117.
And we're still in the kitchen. There's, to the left, you can see the edge of the refrigerator, a table, a garbage can, and a garbage bag. And right above the garbage can is this cabinet with a Merita bread package and a yellow grocery bag. That's looking at the yellow bag on the cabinet.
120.
And a gun cleaning kit was inside the yellow bag. We've taken it off the cabinet now and put it on the table.
121.
And on the table was a North Memphis Slim belt.
North Memphis. Memphis is on the belt.
Yes. And Slim is on the belt buckle.
122.
That's a burnt receipt on the kitchen floor.
123.
That's the stove and the washing machine in the kitchen, and that's an investigator's notebook.
124.
That's the sink in the kitchen. We're getting a closer view of the sink there. We're just showing 2 containers in the sink. An all-purpose cleaner spray bottle on the sink. It's the one with the green label.
128.
Glass cleaner bottle under the sink.
And why would you take pictures of the cleaner bottle?
Just, we're not sure what all it was used for, and just showing everything I could that was in the house.
Okay. Back in 103. No?
And that's looking through the kitchen door back into the utility room. And that's the rear door, the south side of the house. And it has the crossbar lock. And you can tell where the sheetrock has been pushed in, a bar had been across that when somebody tried to open the door. That's what caused the damage to the sheetrock. I don't know when or how that happened. It's just damage has been done in the past before we got there.
And you mentioned that as a crossbar locking?
Yes, you see the shape of the wood. There's one on that side of the door and one on the other side of the door, and you place a straight piece of wood or a pipe across the two holding it, and that secures the door. Those are the two garbage bags sitting right in front of the door. That's the door That's the door we were looking at a minute ago, and there are your two garbage bags and the microwave. And that's the rear garbage bag. And that's the front garbage bag and the microwave we saw a minute ago. That's the washing machine and an aluminum tool kit and a stakeout chain sitting on top of it.
What's a stakeout chain?
You place it in the ground, and you've got a chain where you can put your dog's leash on it, and if it's not a strong dog, it'll keep it, just run around, and it keeps the dog secure.
130?
That's the garbage can and garbage bag that's in the kitchen.
131?
That's the garbage bag in front of the stove in the kitchen.
132?
And we're looking closer at the garbage bag in front of the stove. We're looking down in the garbage bag, and there's a multicolored cloth in the garbage bag.
134?
That's closer of the multicolored cloth and the other items in the garbage bag. And further down in the garbage bag was a purse.
136?
And in the garbage bag were two sunspot receipts.
137?
And that's a close-up of the two sunspot receipts.
138?
And there's a pocket bag that was in the, a pocketbook that was in the garbage bag. That's
139?
time pay adjustment sheet for Shannon Christian.
And was it in the bag or the purse?
I'm not sure.
140?
And that's a white Tennessee baseball cap and a Wallaby shoe that was in the garbage bag.
141?
There's a close-up of the Wallaby shoe. And
142?
a pair of white shoes that were in the garbage bag. And looking at the top of the garbage bag again. And that's the shoe show pay stub.
Is this taken after, I guess you've taken some of the items out?
Yes, we're just going through them as we can.
144?
There's a close-up of the shoe show pay stub. And that's just the shoe show pay stub. That's a B&F, it's from the garbage bag, a B&F construction baseball cap.
147?
A Copenhagen snuff can from the garbage bag in the kitchen area. And,
148?
excuse me, the multicolored cloth and a Blockbuster card for Deanna Christian in that garbage bag.
Is this the second garbage bag or the same one? That would have been the first one?
I believe that's a garbage bag in the kitchen,
Okay.
the one we saw in front of the stove.
148, 149?
And that's a close-up of the Blockbuster card for Deanna Christian.
150.
and the Copenhagen snuff can. And the multicolored cloth we had seen before, we took it out, and it's the bikini bottoms.
152.
And a photograph of a woman who was in the garbage bag in the kitchen. That's a close-up of the same photograph we were looking at a minute ago.
154.
And that's shown at Shannon's Boat Wrap CD. There are two CDs, one on top, Shannon's Boat Wrap, and the other one. And there's a close-up of the two CDs.
156.
Those are other items from the garbage bag in the kitchen.
Yeah, are these, excuse me, is this photograph taken somewhere else?
Yes, it was getting late that night. We bagged up all the evidence and put it in the paddy wagon. That's what we usually carry prisoners in. And I followed that to the police department, and we took it up to our lab on the second floor. I was always with the evidence to secure it the entire time it was being transported.
So when you got that evidence to the police department, tell us about laying it out here.
Yes, sir, we laid it all out just to see what all we had.
Now, is this from all the garbage bags, or just one, or do you recall?
The garbage bag in the kitchen.
Okay. So generally, what are we looking at here as far as?
Well, there's that is I love you Chan note. There's some jewelry, an orange and white cosmetic bag, and other items. They all came from the garbage bag we saw in the kitchen in front of the stove.
I guess you get closer up.
Yes. Yes.
Move forward.
Now that's showing that note, the I love you Chan note, and the earrings from that same garbage bag.
158.
And we're seeing the earrings again and the purse. We saw the purse on the earlier slides when we were still at the house.
159.
And that's a letter from Kara Sowards to Shannon. It was in the garbage bag in the kitchen. And we're looking again, have a good day, Chan note from Lindsay. And there's a B&F construction cap and the Tennessee cap. And these are all items from that garbage bag in the kitchen and the bikini bottoms again.
Is this the garbage bag that was beside the garbage can in the kitchen, you recall?
Yes.
We've seen it in earlier
Yes.
photograph.
Yes.
164.
That's the contents of the rear garbage bag that would have been back in the utility room.
165.
And that's showing the garbage bag again, and it has that sheet material in it, the floral pattern cloth.
166.
That's a closer view of what we just saw.
167.
And those are some of the items we were just looking at laid out in the floor of our lab at the police department. And there we are, the two garbage bags in the utility room again. Remember, we saw that towel a minute ago, and that was mostly garbage, and that had clothes in it mostly.
169.
Okay, that's just looking at one of the garbage bags.
Is that back at the police station?
Yes, sir, that's, you can tell we're at the police station because that's their carpet.
170.
And that's a pair of blue jeans from the front garbage bag.
Front garbage bag.
In the utility
In the
room.
utility room.
Yes, sir.
174.
Timberland t-shirt from the front garbage bag in the utility room.
170.
Fuchsia colored pants from the same garbage bag.
Utility room.
Yes, sir.
173.
Gray jeans from the front garbage bag in the utility room.
174.
White jeans from the front garbage bag in the utility room. Shorts from the front garbage bag in the utility room.
176.
Fuchsia colored sweater from the front garbage bag in the utility room. Green turtleneck sweater from the front garbage bag in the utility room.
78.
Gray plaid skirt from the front garbage bag in the utility room. Pink sweater from the front garbage bag in the utility room.
180.
Gray and white striped pants from the front garbage bag in the utility room.
181.
Orange and white striped shirt from the front garbage bag in the utility room.
182.
Striped skirt from the front garbage bag in the utility room.
183.
The floral pattern cloth from the front garbage bag in the utility room.
184.
The pink camisole top from the front garbage bag in the utility room.
185.
Harry T's t-shirt from the front garbage bag in the utility room.
186.
Zoom tight. Purse from the front garbage bag in the utility room.
187.
White cloth that's in the front, in the purse from the garbage bag in the utility room.
188.
A burned cell phone in the purse from the front garbage bag in the utility room.
189.
Christopher Newsom's burned Tennessee driver's license from the front garbage bag in the utility room.
190.
Other items that were in that purse from the front garbage bag in the utility room. And more items that were in the garbage bag, in the front garbage bag in the utility room.
192.
Joe Boxer shorts, Parliament cigarette pack, a tampon, lint collector, and other items from a trash bag in the kitchen in front of the stove.
We got all the pictures. We can probably get the picture. The cops, you indicated there was also a video that you took as you were processing the scene.
Yes, sir.
Kelly, we didn't lock down on play this.
I think we do it after lunch.
Haven't taken this difficult.
Okay.
We'll do that one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your lunch is here. There's an additional matter that has to be taken care of in addition to lunch, so we'll come back at 1:30.
Please leave your notebooks in the chair.
All right, we're doing lunch recess till 1:30.
Thank you, Ron.